Leah. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Excuse the way I look. It's a Saturday morning and I'm tired. Hey, guys. Sorry, I'm looking this way. I have my computer here because it's actually working today, and I'm going to see if I can interact with you guys in the live stream as well. Excuse the noise. You know, we got the kids. My husband's home today to help with crowd control, so hopefully, yes. So we have a lot of people here already. Wow, more than I expected. Thank you guys for coming this morning. No. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for coming this morning. Basically, today's live stream is going to be a get to know me. I know I've had a lot of questions about me, my background, what I do, and everything. So I just want to go ahead and get started with that. So if you guys are new here, I'm sure you guys aren't. But hi, my name is Amanda. I am a dressmaker. I am a educator. Well, I like to think I'm an educator. And most importantly, I'm a wife and a mom of three. I was born in California. I'm Guyanese American. If you guys don't know where Guyana is, it's a little country in South America. We're pretty much West Indian or Caribbean, whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah. So I went to high school in California, graduated in 2011, and right after I graduated, I decided to join the Army. So I joined the Army in 2011 when I was 17, and my first station of duty was here in North Carolina at Fort Bragg. I served here for 4 years, and then I had to have heart surgery. So I got medically retired. So I'm a disabled Army veteran, and I stayed home with my kids. Then I went to college, got a degree in business administration. Super boring. So I worked a lot of odd jobs and business and things like that for a while. And then recently I had a job as an administrative assistant. And my schedule and things weren't working out with my kids and everything. So I ended up losing my job there. That was this June that just passed. And that is when I decided to go ahead and start my YouTube channel, or to actually go full time and do YouTube. And that was the best decision I ever made. I feel like sometimes doors close in your face for other doors, bigger doors, to open up. So I'm really happy that actually happened. And for everyone who is here in the chat, leave me some hearts in the chat section so I know you're here. I see that we got quite a few people here, and I'm really excited about that. A lot more people than we usually have. So if you guys are here, hello, good morning. Yes. Hey, guys. Hey. Okay. I was trying to see if I could go along with the live chat on my computer too, but y'all, I don't know how to do that. So anyway, I'm just gonna, oh, here it is on the side. I'm so silly. So I'm seeing all of my usual suspects here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate you guys. You know, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it weren't for you guys. So I really, really appreciate it. Good morning, guys, from the UK. Wow, what time is it over there? It's at night, right? Hey, Kristen. Hey, Marissa, Vivian. Okay, so I'm going to actually open up another browser here, and I'm going to first, after I've already done my little spew of me, I'm going to answer some questions. And I know I do have quite a lot of questions about how I got started with sewing. Hey, guys. Okay, so, oh, okay, so it's not that late. It's like, what, 16:07? It's like, what, 4:07? Okay, So I got started with sewing in high school. So I've always, from South Africa. Hey, hey, it's late over there too, right? Or not late, but in the afternoon over there as well. Um, I started sewing in high school. Ooh, my nose looks so red, y'all. I'm so sick. I'm so sick, but I'm still here. I got started sewing in high school, and you know they have like those classes in high school where you can sew like bags and pillows and things like that. So that's I got started sewing there, and the first thing I've ever sewn was a diaper bag for my sister because she was having a baby. At the same time, I was, you know, going through my whole sewing thing, and then I realized then that I really liked to sew. So okay, so it's not late there either. Um, that I really like to sew. So then I started to sew all different types of things like jackets and shirts and, you know, simple things like that. Well, a jacket's not really simple, but you know what I mean. And then I had a couple friends who were into pageants and things like that. So I started to sew dresses for them for their pageants, you know, all for free. It was just because I like to do it. And my first pageant dress, I remember I had to make, she had her pageant the very next day. So I had to make it in less than 24 hours. And it was a full sequence dress. It was really nice. Um, so yeah, and then after that, I just I kind of took a break from sewing for a while. I graduated high school, and then I joined the army. And then when I was in the army, there were some women there in my company who wanted like Halloween costumes made and things like that. So I used to make Halloween costumes a lot. I used to make bras and those kinds of things. And then I really decided that I really wanted to make wedding dresses. Now I started making my wedding dress, wedding dresses when I wanted to get married, which was 7 years ago. And I ended up making the wedding dress, but we never had like a whole ceremony kind of thing. We just went to the courthouse here. And it's funny because the courthouse here in Fayetteville is actually in the juvenile center. It's ridiculous, but it is. Um, so yeah, and uh, so I made that, and then after I made that, I realized that I really loved to make wedding dresses. So what I did was I just trial and error. I got a dress form. I learned how to drape by trial and error. Um, got a whole bunch of muslin and just started draping and draping. To be honest, I didn't really perfect. Well, not really even perfect, but I really didn't get really good at flat pattern drafting until maybe a couple of years ago, and what helped me with that was definitely the Corset Academy, because all of the things that she does is flat drafting. And then I realized that if I wanted to be a dressmaker for people who weren't just here around me, that I need to learn how to flat draft. And now I actually find that when I draft on paper, um, that it is a lot easier to get the fit correct than it is when you drape. Because when you drape, things just go wrong for some reason. I've noticed that. I've had more problem when I drape than when I draft by paper. So that's my little spiel. I'm going to go ahead and start answering questions that I was asked because um, I posted multiple places for people to give me questions about what they wanted to know about me. Um, so let me pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. All right. So yeah, Ashley Montgomery, hey girl, asked me how did I learn pattern drafting. And like I said, the Corset Academy was a really big help with the flat pattern drafting. And when I realized that I needed to go ahead and start creating bodice blocks and things like that, I looked on YouTube. I looked all over the place to try to figure out how to create bodice blocks. And the same problem I ran into with the bodice blocks were I would create a bodice block and it would fit perfectly in the back, but in the front it would flatten out my bust. And I'm like, why is this happening? So then I did some research, and then I figured out that okay, I needed to do a full bust adjustment. But the problem with the full bust adjustment is it really construes the shape of your pattern piece, and I really do not like that. So I began testing and testing and testing, trying to figure out ways to make bodice blocks that were that accounts for your breast size, no matter what size it is, and no matter what size the rest in relation to the rest of your body. And I finally figured out how to do bodice blocks. Um, that I think I've really perfected it. I've tested it multiple times on myself, on my dress forms, on my clients that I have, and I really think that my bodice block method is foolproof. So if you guys are interested in learning how to do bodice blocks, I do have a course that is coming out on the 7th that will tell you in detail how to do bodice blocks. Not only bodice blocks, but skirt blocks, and how to take the skirt and bodice block and create a dress from it. Um, so look out for that. Yes. So how did I learn Illustrator? It looks difficult, but I loved seeing you digitize your patterns. Now the funny part is, and I totally skipped this when I was talking about myself. Before I actually decided to go into dressmaking full time. I actually was a full time photographer. So I've always had like back in MySpace days. I'm not sure. I think everyone here is like my age or older, so y'all remember MySpace. I used to do like create backgrounds, do like HTML codes and all kinds of things. I was always interested in like web design. So I got Adobe and I figured out how to do Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro to edit videos and all that kind of thing. So I think the easiest way for you to go ahead and learn Illustrator is YouTube. YouTube will teach you anything nowadays. YouTube is a beautiful thing. So yeah, go ahead and look at a lot of videos on YouTube to learn how to use Illustrator. Now, to be able to digitize your patterns, it was really simple. I just watched a couple YouTube videos and I figured out that the best way to do it is to lay your pattern piece flat on the table. And I like to use my table that has the kind of lines on it so you can judge the measurements. Yeah, so you can judge your measurements, or if you don't have a table that has lines on it, the easiest way to do it is just take you a ruler and draw a 2-inch line on your pattern piece so you can match it up in Illustrator. And Illustrator is actually a very yeah, Illustrator is actually a very powerful tool. People use it to create vectors and images and characters for cartoons and all kinds of things, but you can also use it to make sewing patterns. Um, yeah, you can also use it to make sewing patterns, and I really think that Illustrator is a really useful tool for a dressmaker to have. And I think you can get it. Adobe has a thing where you can get like one program that they have, whether it be Photoshop or Illustrator. I don't recommend you get Photoshop unless you like to edit pictures. Illustrator is what you need if you're doing digitizing your sewing patterns. And I think it's like $9.99 a month for it. So that's not bad at all. And to be honest, I still have mine for free because I went to the Academy of Art University and they it comes with the tuition and everything. So I still have mine for free. But when it cancels, I will go and get it monthly. Okay, I'm so stuffy, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, the next question is, how do you balance your work and family time? And you guys, thank you, girl. I don't want you guys to look at my channel and think that I'm like some kind of witch or witchcraft and I balance everything, because I don't. And I'm still trying to figure that out, y'all, to be honest. What I do like to do is I like to make sure that when I wake up in the morning, I take my kids to school. And then when I come back, then I sew all throughout the day. And my son's in here running around. If my other daughter's home, she's here running around with me too. And then I do figure out that if you are frustrated, if the kids are really frustrating you and they're not letting you get anything done, just stop. Stop, go sit on the couch, watch some TV, and then once they start ignoring you again, come back and start to sew. Because if you let them irritate you to the point where you're losing your mind, that what you're sewing is not going to turn out right, and you're going to be yelling at your kids for no reason. So I like to just, take a breather when the kids are really bothering me, and then I'll go and pick my daughter up for 2:15, and then I'll come back and also all throughout the rest of the day. And I always stop sewing at 7 o'clock. Like, I stop sewing at 7 o'clock because I have to make dinner, pack the backpacks for the next day, and get the kids to bed. So that's kind of how I do it. On the weekends, my husband's here to help, so that's a big help too. Having a support system is really key. But I know there are a lot of single parents out there, so do it at the times that you can. If you need to wait till your kids go to sleep and sew all through the night, that's what you need to do. How do I build clientele? Honestly, I didn't have a lot of clientele until I started. Captain Crazy is here. I didn't have a big clientele until I started my YouTube channel, and that's one of the main reasons why I started my YouTube channel. Go, Daddy. Go, Daddy. Babe. Babe. Is Daddy sleeping? I didn't have a big clientele until I started my YouTube channel. And that's the thing, like, I'm online. Okay, give me a second, I'm almost done. No, I'm not buying any food today. Is Daddy sleeping?
Yes.
Well, I guess he's not here for crowd control because he's sleeping. But he works nights, so, I mean, what can I do? No. Go. You have no clothes on.
I can go with clothes on.
No. Let me just finish this, okay? My eyes itchy. Okay, so how I build my clientele was pretty much my YouTube channel and Instagram. And once I started to get a lot of samples made, because I made them for my YouTube channel, I started to get influx of people asking me, don't you dare. I started getting an influx of people asking me to make their wedding dresses, and then I also have a lot of photographers contacting me, asking me to use my dresses. And that's another thing. Like right now, since I'm like in the beginning phases of I need professional photos and things like that done for my website, then I let photographers use my dresses at no cost. But once I do have my website up and running, I will have a area on my website where photographers can come and rent my dresses. And that's another great stream of income for you guys, especially when you don't have a lot of custom work, a lot of brides contacting you for custom dresses. Photographers will always line your pockets, okay? Because photographers do a lot of style shoots and things like that. Like today I have a style shoot. And they're always looking for dresses because dresses are the hardest part to find in a wedding style shoot. So they always contact me asking me to use my dresses. Yes, Daddy. My favorite fabrics to use and why. So my favorite fabric for a long time, obviously I do bridal, is satin. I really don't like taffeta, y'all. Not because of the way it sews. I think it's fine. I just don't like the way it looks. Hush, Daddy. Go, Daddy. Okay, yeah, I really don't like taffeta, and since I started making this crepe dress, I love crepe, guys. I love crepe. It's so easy to sew. It's a really beautiful fabric, and I can see why a lot of the wedding dresses are starting to turn into crepe dresses with the illusion. Some of them have like the illusion corset on top and things like that because crepe is just it's nice. Okay. Did I attend fashion school? I think, yes, I did. Oh, Lord, okay. Yes, I did attend fashion school, but like I mentioned a lot of times before, I went there for a couple semesters, and I only learned how to sew hems and how to do pockets and things like that, and it wasn't useful to me at all. And spending $11,000 per semester was not worth it. So if you guys are starting from zero and you have no idea how to sew, then maybe it could be worth it. But I already had experience in sewing, so I thought it was really a waste of time and money. Best advice for self-taught newbies: try again, keep trying. Get you some muslin, or maybe if you can even find some cotton cheaper than muslin, get you a lot of muslin and just practice. And I answered this question to someone, I think it was maybe personally in an email. The best way, if you're starting from nothing and you want to learn how to sew, go to, go online, because I think McCall's is having their $3.99 sale right now, and get sewing patterns of the things that you generally want to learn how to sew. And when you, hold on, let me close this door. Okay. And when you follow like McCall's patterns or Simplicity's patterns, and you follow the steps, eventually it will be instilled in you. You'll remember how to sew, or what steps you need to take to be able to sew different things, especially with dresses, because pretty much the construction of dresses are all the same. It's just the designs that are a little bit different. So the best way to learn how to sew if you're sewing from nothing is to buy some sewing patterns, and also YouTube and my channel. Where do I purchase decent, affordable dress forms? No, no, go, Daddy, please. Not today. Not this time. Okay, and I will make some breakfast in just a bit. Matter of fact, I already made pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I threw them out. Anyway, okay, Naya, don't start this time. Last time you were on here acting a fool, so don't start this time. Affordable dress forms, Amazon, eBay, the Fayetteville, not Fayetteville, Lord have mercy, Facebook Marketplace. And I actually am doing, I just recently teamed up with a company that offers, thank you, I teamed up with a company that offers dress forms, and I'm doing an unboxing video for them on Monday. So make sure you guys stay tuned. I got a size 16, which is my size, mannequin from them, or dress form from them. And I will be doing an unboxing and a review and all of that for them. And their dress forms are mid-range. They're not really like super affordable, but they're not high-end like the wolf dress forms and things like that are. So stay tuned for that on Monday. Do I use mannequins to advertise? I use my dress form. I don't buy those store-bought mannequins with the arms and the faces and things like that, because those, how can I say this? They're for a different kind of sewing, if you know what I mean. I do mostly formal wear with woven fabrics and things like that. So I tend to use my dress form. The dress form that doesn't have a face or arms or anything like that. The professional dressmaking dummy, I use that to take pictures. And then I also, Naya, close the door here. And then I also, like I said, I'm teaming up with a lot of photographers to actually take professional pictures of my dresses. Do I ever purchase fabrics online? I mostly...
Mom, isn't here with cheese?
No cheese in here. I mostly purchase my fabrics online. Etsy, I love Etsy. My favorite stores on Etsy are Lace to Love. I buy a lot of my laces from them. Imperial Lace is a good one. God, what is... I only buy tulle from this store. They sell it by the bolt and by the meter. I'm trying to go on there real quick so I can tell y'all, because no other tool compares to their tool. Where we at? Okay, Helen's Seventh Heaven on Etsy. They have the best, hands down, tool that I have ever used for bridal. You can also use their tool for veils. And like I have, Mari, come on now. I have some tool here that I got from Tool Shop. And I don't know if you guys noticed. Let me try to bring it closer. You see the large holes in this tool? That's the biggest pet peeve I can have in life, is tool with large holes. And I think that's, Mari, I think that's closer to English netting, which I do not like. I don't like it. I know some people use it for veils, and I have nothing against people who, use what you use. But I rather a tool with really, really fine holes in it, because it lays and it drapes, and it just gives you that ethereal feel that you get with a lot of the wedding dresses, rather than tools with large holes. So check out their store. And I also get a lot of my bra cups from Something Ivy on Etsy. I buy everything from Etsy, y'all. Something Ivy, she sells bra cups in every size, mostly every size. And she carries them in white, nude, and tan. Not our tan, but, well, not my tan, but most people's tan. So, yes. Let's see. Next question. Do I buy from AliExpress? I have yet to buy fabric from AliExpress. No, but I have been looking on there. I buy hair from AliExpress. I haven't bought any fabric though, but I do see in a couple of the sewing groups that I'm in that people do get a lot of fabrics from AliExpress. So I would go for it. Go wake daddy up. Go wake daddy up. And y'all need to go with daddy, please.
No. You'll be angry.
I'm sorry, I'm reading these questions. I already answered my favorite Etsy stores. Do I require 50% deposit for my clients? I was actually thinking about doing a whole series on bridal consultations and, well, you know, how to get your clients, how to do bridal consultations, or how I do them, the things that you need, and everything like that. If you guys are interested in seeing something like that, let me know in the chat section, and I will go ahead and do that. But yeah, I don't require 50%. I actually, yes. What I do is, okay. What I do is, when I get a client, I send them all the information they need. When they decide to book me, they send me the information back that I requested of them, and then I send them an invoice for the consultation fee, which my consultation fee is $75. And what that covers is the time that I'm taking to talk to them, the time that it takes for me to draw 3 sketches based on the images that they've sent me, and everything. So then once and that also will cover some of the swatches that I have to get, because I like to have my swatches when I do my consultations. They come in, they go over our sketches. 9 times out of 10 I have to redraw another sketch that combines mostly. Are you ripping my stuff? That combines all 3 sketches into one. No. That combines all 3 sketches into one. And then once we decide on that, then they make their deposit at that point. At the consultation, they make their deposit. My deposit is 60%. My reasoning for this is brides are crazy, okay? They will change their mind in an instant. And my 60% not only covers fabric, but it also covers some labor in there too. And I call that my little headache buffer, because I need, if someone decides to cancel, I need to be able to be compensated for all the work that I've done thus far. And if they do decide to cancel, then their deposit turns into a cancellation fee. So it's not refundable. After that, it takes me about 6 to 8 months. Well, that's what I tell my brides. Usually for me, it takes about a week or 2 to make an actual dress, to be honest. But I'm not going to, obviously you don't tell your clients that, because then they're going to hold you to that. So no, 6 to 8 months it takes to make your dress. And then we have 4 fittings throughout. If my brides are distant brides, what I do is I have a first fitting with them, but obviously they're not here. So what I do is I create a bodice block for them, bodice blocks and a skirt block, and I mock up the whole dress. And then I have my mailers. I have them coming in the mail here. They're custom. They're really pretty. It says, "From me to you with love, Amanda's Bridal Couture," blah, blah, blah. I put their mock-up into there and I mail it to them. And they try on their mock-up with me on a FaceTime or whatever kind of thing we have. They try on their mock-up, and I can visually see what needs to be done, whether the side seam needs to be pinched in, I need to add a bit of ease here, take away from there, blah, blah, blah. And using, I obviously jot down those notes as we're doing the fitting. And then I create another mock-up, which 9 times out of 10 will fit them. And then I just go ahead and start creating their dress from there. And then I send them their dress. Obviously, like I say, yeah, with any kind of long distance relationship, when I'm not actually fitting you, you're not here, I'm not fitting you, there is a slight chance that you may need to have alterations. And most brides aren't upset about that, because if you go to David's Bridal, if you go to Kleinfeld's, or wherever you go to buy your wedding dress, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to take your wedding dress to go get altered. So I try to avoid that, and that's why I actually send them a mock-up, but you may need alterations. Now, with my local clients here, you will not need any alterations, because I'm actually here fitting you. So we have 4 fitting appointments, and I will outline what we do on each appointment when I do that whole video series. And then I send them their dress, and then that's it. Yeah, so I kind of rambled on there. I'm sorry, but I had to get my ideas, you know. Have I dealt with any difficult clients, and how do I react? I haven't had any difficult clients per se, but I have had a couple of clients who had issues sending me paperwork. Really, Mari? He's on his Paw Patroller. Sorry.
He's on his Paw Patroller.
Yes, go, go, go. I've had clients who had issues sending me their paperwork, and that made me change my rules to, I don't care if you pay your deposit, if I have no paperwork, no deal. Okay, I will refund you the money that you pay for your deposit, and I'm done with it. Because if you can't send me your paperwork or whatever I need in a timely manner, which I know can be done because 95% of my brides do send it, then we can't work together. Because I feel like if you're not sending the things that I need in the times that are appropriate, then we're probably going to run into some other issues down along the line, and I'm trying to avoid that. So not all money is good money, and I'm not with the headaches with that. I think I answered all of the questions that were here in my community tab. If you guys have any more questions, you can ask them now. We've been on here for 31 minutes, guys, for 31 minutes. I like to do these live chat videos for you guys to go ahead and communicate with me in real time. I know a lot of you guys, Naya, for real? I know a lot of you guys leave comments on my videos and things like that, and sometimes it takes me a little bit longer nowadays. I do have my own group. It's called, what is it called? Wedding and Evening Gown Sewing with Mom That Sews. I have it linked. If you go in my community tab on my YouTube channel, you scroll down a little bit, I have it linked there. No, I haven't had that lately, but I do have a couple of clients, prom girls, that are requesting some designs of me that I'm like, okay, if your mom says it's okay, then it's okay. Yeah, so I do fittings. Like I said, my first initial mock-up fitting is via FaceTime or Skype or whatever the bride needs to do. Yes. No. Or whatever the bride feels comfortable using, I will do fittings online, because I feel like there has to be at least one fitting for everything to turn out good. Let's see. Did you learn how to sketch from school? Okay. I'm not good at sketching, you guys. You know what I do? I went on Google. I typed in fashion croquis, and I traced it with some tracing paper over my computer monitor, and that's what I use every single time I need to draw something. So I think if you're like a fashion designer that doesn't actually sew their own clothes, you just design and then you give it over to a work group. Come on now. No, no, now my favorite scissors. Put them down. Go wake your daddy up and tell him what you're doing. Okay, so you stop. If you guys are doing fashion design to where you're doing the fashion design and then you're handing it over to a workroom, then I would say that fashion illustration is very important for that, and also to learn how to draw flats. So that's very important. But if you are drawing for the sake of drawing to show your clients real quick, and you're constructing your own things, then I don't think, you don't have to be, a fashion illustrator with watercolors and markers. I don't do all that. But if you do go to school for fashion design, they do a lot of that, which I personally thought was a waste of time. But if you guys like that kind of stuff, then yeah. Who spilled something? Oh, y'all spilled my rhinestones out.
No, that was you.
Oh, I did that? Where do I get inspiration for dress designs? Am I inspired? Like, God, the comments, they go away quick. Hold on. Okay. When I'm thinking about what I want to make, and I'm sorry, I know I keep making a lot of mermaid dresses, but they're cheaper to make than ball gowns, to be honest. I go and flip through Pinterest. I type in wedding dresses or evening gowns or prom dresses on Pinterest, and then I flip. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I was just saying that. Will. I go ahead and go on Pinterest, and then I have a folder for each month. So I have like June makes, July makes, whatever makes, and then I just start pinning a whole bunch of stuff. And then if I realize that there's like a similarities in all the things that I pinned, then I sit and sketch, and I'll do loose sketches because I'm not trying to think a lot. When you're sketching, you just want to kind of just let your hand do what it does. You know what I mean? So then I make 10 to 12 sketches, super quick sketches, and then sometimes I'll post it on here for you guys to vote on. But a lot of the times that I just see what I like from each dress design that I made, and then I'll combine them into one dress that I really like. And that's the same thing you do for your brides when you're making sketches and designs for your brides. Pinterest is a big help. Sam, what do you mean where? Pinterest is really a big help. Is a big help for me, but sometimes there's too many ideas on Pinterest. So sometimes Pinterest, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get really easily overwhelmed. So sometimes Pinterest is not a good idea. Sometimes you really just need to sit down, pen and paper, and sketch. But it can be a useful tool. So I hope I answered that. I answered that to the best of my ability. I hope it was a good answer for you guys. If you have any more questions, please let me know. I don't. I have yet to have someone ask me to make an actual outfit. Most of the inquiries I get are for dresses. Clients. YouTube has been my biggest saving grace for my business. As far as getting clients, I'm just starting to get into Instagram, and I just booked a couple of brides from Instagram as well. I have not done any quilting. Quilting's not my thing, y'all. I like to make dresses, and even making simple garments aren't my thing. I really like to focus on dresses. But I am planning a Halloween series that's going to be a mommy and me. We're going to make some little skater dresses. The kids are going to go ahead and help me, and we're going to make matching dresses for that. McCall's is doing a $3.99 per pattern sale, so you guys have to go on McCall's website and subscribe to their like news feed, their email thing. Girl, I just knows what you do. You are too sassy. Too sassy. Subscribe to their email thing, Simplicity 2, and they always, at least a couple times a month, have their patterns for sale for $3.99. And then you should go and stock up on a whole bunch of patterns. You can get a whole bunch of patterns for a really good price. I do have a Facebook group. It's called, God, I keep forgetting what the hell it's called. Walmart too, yeah, you can. I'm sure Walmart has sales and patterns. The group is called Wedding and Evening Gown Sewing with Mom That Sews. I think that's what it's called. If you go into my community tab, if you scroll down a little bit, there's the link to my Facebook group there. And in my Facebook group, you guys can post your work. I love to see y'all's work, y'all. Post your work. I post almost every day there. And I ask questions of you guys. I post educational things there. Okay, yeah, I see that you guys have found the group. That's good. I post educational things there. I also will post documents there. Like I recently the other day just posted. They said happy birthday. Say thank you, Will.
Cause you do.
No, it went away. I posted a measurement guide for you guys to go ahead and use it's the foolproof measurement guide. You're welcome. It's foolproof measurement guide for you guys to create anything for your client. Well, anything in relation to dresses. Obviously, I don't have any measurements to create pants and things like that. I'm not a tailor. I wish I could be, but I'm not. I do want to get into making some pants and things like that, but that is not my expertise. If you guys make pants and jackets and tailor things, let me know. I'm probably going to need your help. Okay, member request. I just approved you. Yeah. Yes, baby. Okay. let me go ahead and look. Next time I do these chats, I'm going to go ahead and ask some of you to be a moderator for me to go ahead and keep track of some of these these chats here because I'm losing them. But I'm reading through them now. Let's see. How do I get my clients advertised? I've yet to had any paid advertisements. Like I said, YouTube has really helped me. So if you guys are aspiring dressmakers or you are dressmakers, you have your businesses, start a YouTube channel. And a lot of collaborations are good too. Like I have some collaborations in the making with some local photographers and videographers that we're going to go ahead and collaborate there, and that I know will grow my channel as well as grow theirs too, because they do bridal and I do bridal. So thank you, girl. How do I say your name? I keep wanting to say your name and I'm like, I'm not going to say it because I'm going to butcher it. Kichi, is that how I say it? I think that's how I say it. Kichi Bridge. Thank you, girl. I see you. I see you a lot here. Perfect. Good. I see you a lot here, on my videos and things like that. And I really, really appreciate the support that you guys give me. Like I said in my last video. Okay. Yes. I'm going to try to do this every Saturday at 11 a.m. Or I may do every other Saturday. I don't know. It depends.
I keep eating myself.
Okay. Kachi? Is that right? Kachi?
What are you trying to say?
Oh, Keichi. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm trying, y'all.
Okay.
The reason why I don't say a lot of people's names is because I don't want to butcher them. So I see everyone here, and I really appreciate the support. I'm glad that you learned a lot. I want to continue to show you guys everything that I know. And like I say a lot, and my motto is that we're here to learn and to grow together, to uplift each other. I'm constantly asking you guys questions. I know you guys are experts in your own craft. I'm constantly reaching out for help, and when you guys reach out to me for help, I'm here for it. So my channel wouldn't be, what it is without you guys, and I love y'all. Okay?
Mommy, I'm playing a game.
Huh? Please don't mess with all those pens.
But she's not.
Honestly, I try to be as real as possible with you guys. I don't want to, have a social media life. I want to show you guys how it really is. The struggles of being a mom, the struggles of being, a young mom who's trying to start a business and get her business to where it needs to be so that I can support myself full time. And that goes back to all the support that you guys have shown me by watching my videos, by sending donations. I really appreciate that from you guys. And I'm also going to, I already have my Patreon set up. And on my Patreon, I'm going to go ahead and do, additional wedding dress videos, behind the scenes videos, early access to my videos. So if you guys are interested in becoming a patron on my Patreon, I will put the link below. Let's see. How many years have I? Yes. You're violating protocol. The baby wants to sit up here. Let me get the baby. How many years have I been designing gowns? I've been sewing for about 15 years, designing gowns for about 7 of those 15 years. How do I figure out what to charge my clients? This is a good one. And I think I've answered this in Anita from Classic Royalties group. And it's a whole spiel, y'all. So how I decide to charge, do more draping. Okay, I will. How I decide what I charge my clients is I take what my fabric costs me, and I marked this up by 1.25, which essentially is 25%. You can mark it up by more, you can mark it up by less, but I find 25% is always a good place to start. And then I take what I want for labor, and my labor is always going to be $450. I want to make sure that I'm getting the money that I need. But like I said, I make wedding dresses. So obviously, if you make something that are a little bit more simple, like prom dresses and things like that, your labor will be lower. But my labor is always starting at $450, and I mark my labor up by 25% as well. Yeah, I have a fitting coming up. If she says it's okay, I may do a fitting, a live thing on that. I'll ask her. But anyway, after I marked both of those up by 25%, I combine them, and that's my price. So my business makes 25% profit off of my labor and off of the fabrics. And the reason why I mark the fabrics up is because I spent my time looking for the fabrics. I ordered the fabrics. I had to pay for shipping. I had to process the fabrics when they get here. So I have to open the packages. I have to cut the samples, send the samples out. I have to do processing, and you have to charge for that. Because if you don't charge for that, you're selling yourself short, y'all. And the reason why I mark up my labor is because I want my labor. I want Mom That Sews to cut me a check at the end of the month for my paycheck. And then I also want Mom That Sews to make money off of labor so that Mom That Sews is making money. You know what I mean? So my business profits and I profit as well. And you always need to keep your business and your personal money separate. So what happens is Mom That Sews will pay me my paycheck and then keep whatever is left to keep going. You know what I mean? So you always have to think money savvy. I'm starting to lose my voice, guys. You always want to think money savvy, and a good way to keep track of that is QuickBooks Self-Employed, because that will help you when it comes down to do your taxes and everything. So make sure you do that, and as well as when you're buying all your fabrics, all your notions, all your supplies, when you're paying your electric bill, if you work at home, if you're paying your cable bill, when you're buying your sewing machines, anything, you need to keep all those receipts, because those are supplies that you needed to complete your job that you need to put on your taxes. And okay, wow. Okay, let's see what else we have here. How do I figure out? Okay, I already answered that. Where does my client meet you? At my house. I have my sewing studio here at my house. I am saving eventually to get a building that will have like a bridal salon in the front of it and then my workshop in the back. I'm saving. Fayetteville here is not really that expensive, so I will probably be able to have that hopefully by next year, and then I will do all my videos out of there. And I'm gonna fall out and pass out when I get to that point. I watched videos. Oh, you're making your sister's wedding dress. Are you in my Facebook group, Marissa? I would love to see that dress, and I would love to help you wherever you need help. And I would love to see the progress of that. Okay, I've already answered that. Do I have a video on how I take my measurements? I will have that video. I have filmed that for the course that's coming out on Tuesday. So if you are registered for the course, then you will see it there. I also have a free, most of my crap is free. I also have a free form in my Facebook group. Uh-oh, Mommy's nose is dripping. Sorry, guys.
Mommy, can I sit?
No. Sorry. Yeah, let me find the link. I'll put it here in the chat real quick. I also have, come on now. I have a free measurement guide here in my group that I'm about to link to here in the chat. Nye Marie. Don't play with me.
Read. You say Bali.
Here it comes, y'all. Yeah. Okay, so I just put the link to the Facebook group in the chat for anyone who's interested in that. And over there, there's a measurement guide. I don't have one that doesn't have client information on it right now. Can you please help me?
What?
Help me.
Help what?
The kids!
Hey.
Go, Daddy. Go, Daddy.
Mommy's gonna cook, y'all. I'm not cooking nothing.
Yeah, okay, you just run. Okay, I will go ahead and go over there and approve it in a little bit. Yes, give me a second. My chat's almost over. Okay? 5 minutes.
Grab the phone.
Mommy's just on the phone. Okay, let me finish up answering these questions, y'all. Like last time, life's calling. Okay. Um, they don't know how. Yeah.
But she said,
She's laughing because mommy said, "Help me."
me.
You're in the business to make money. It may be a passion, but passions need to be followed. Right. And see, that's the thing. Like when I initially started my YouTube channel, I'm all here for helping you guys and all of the things that you need help in. I have no problem with doing that. But at the same time, I need to pay my bills. So most of my things that I offer to you guys are going to be free here on my YouTube channel. And then I will have a supplemental and additional exclusive things on my Patreon for, you know, when you pledge monthly for that. And my first package is only $2 a month. It's not my first package on Patreon is only $2 a month for you guys. And there's exclusive dress things over there. And then I will periodically be offering courses as well. That will show you the basics as well as show you a lot of advanced things that I may not show on my YouTube channel. But 95% of the things that I do offer for you guys is free. So, yeah, I linked to the Facebook group. Good, everyone joined. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I would love to see you guys post some of your work over in the Facebook group and everything. And I would love for you guys to you know, just support each other and uplift each other when it comes to our dressmaking skills. Not everybody is at the same level, and we all should appreciate that. No one should have any, you know, whatevs. All right. I think that's everything. Y'all are really showing up and showing out today. I really appreciate you guys for coming. I know it's early. We've got people from different countries here, and I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. It's been almost an hour. That's like 30 minutes longer than our usual chats. So I really appreciate you guys really sticking here consistently with me. If you guys are interested in signing up for my course, remember I have my bodice block course coming out on Tuesday. It is a course that will actually be like a course that is on demand. And it has course materials and everything on there. I've worked really hard to create this, so I really hope that you guys go ahead and support me over there as well. Oh, you make bags. Wow, I haven't made any bags for a long time, Kim. I would love to see some of your bags. Maybe I could do a couple of bag things. You too. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you like this video, make sure to thumbs it up. Oh, wow, 20 years. I need to read the comments and I'm trying to sign off. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And check out some of my other videos I have on my channel. It's Saturday. I know y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Binge watch Mom That Sews, okay? And I will see you guys in my next one.
It's only my mom's there.